Derry, Londonderry in Northern Ireland. I can't remember the name of this river, but we're going to go explore. Anyone who watches the Derry Girls, there they are on the side of the building. So Freddie, this is the oldest wall, the only standing wall for protection.
No, it runs right.
Well, I mean, in Ireland.
I don't know, I can't answer that.
That's standing.
I don't know.
You see?
Yeah.
Yeah, the walled city.
I've never been on these. Yeah.
Okay.
This isn't the first for you, this is also the first for me. I've never walked these walls.
This is what the walls that protected the city.
Yeah, that's what protected, and then that's
back in this day.
That's where they closed the gates there, Tom. They closed these gates.
Yep. We'll wait till Mary gets out of the way so the rest of us can take a picture. She's taking a motion picture.
This is one of the gates that was built in 1865 and one of the original entrances into the city of Derry. There it is, the gateway right there. Here's the cannons that used to protect the city on the wall. So this was 1865 that it was built. And this is the artillery bastion.
Awesome.
This is St. Column's Cathedral, right here behind. It was built in 1633. So we've walked a little while and come across another two cannons that would protect the town of Derry, Londonderry. And it's still very much intact, the area. This was all erected in 1633, along with the church, the cathedral. Better view from where I was. Now what you're seeing on the other side is current Derry, but it was all fields, obviously, from between the river to here, so they could protect the town. Here's an area along the wall where they put their muskets to protect the wall while they use the cannons back there. That's the real side of Londonderry, Derry, that they were protecting. That's where the town is. And the other side that I showed you earlier was the new part. So here's Bishop's Gate back in the day. Again, it was constructed from 1613 to 1618. And that's how it looks like down below, but I'm on top. I'm on top of the wall that protected Derry.
Here's a very good picture from the walls, looking down on Derry.
And so that was New Derry. This would be Old Derry. Inside the walls. And this is Double Bastion area. This is called Double Bastion, right? Yeah, I saw a thing over here that said Double Bastion.
I'll give you the information you need there, look. I'll say I believe the area down here is known as the Bogside. Is that still on?
Uh-huh.
Can you edit that?
Yeah, but I still don't understand because you're from here and we Americans wouldn't know. Oh, so that's the march.
Yeah, looking down from the walls, you can see the area which is known as the Bogside. It was famous for murals, as you can see. There are a few there. And the Derry City football ground over there, where Derry City FC play.
Here we are walking on another part of the wall and see the cannons just lined up, ready to protect the city. And we're going to head over this way. It explains a little bit. It's called Stable Lane. And I don't understand why they're dressed up like rats, but maybe somebody who watches this can explain in the comments below. There's parts of this history that even Freddie won't talk about, so maybe somebody else will. There's George Farquhar, Ulster history. Oh, he was a playwright and attended the school. It's the first Derry National Schools. Huh, 1894. I am just learning so much. So, I mean, when you see this wall, it's a big wall. And it's still very well constructed from the 1600s. So, what'd you say, Bogside?
Bogside,
Bogside murals.
A lot more that you can't see.
There's one behind that tree you may not be able to see very well, but it's good. Oh, here's one over here. Here's another cannon. So there's one at the end of that building in the distance. And then there's one again behind a tree. But they've got murals everywhere here on Bogside to commemorate what he won't talk about, I guess. And I think you all can fill in the blanks. Still a very touchy subject around here. There's a cemetery within that St. Augustine's. Oh wow. So Freddie's showing me, like, there's this big old lookout tower. Is that a lookout tower? with me. I don't have my gimbal with me. Oh wait, the foundation stone was well and truly laid by the governor, the apprentice boys of Derry, brother William S. Moore. Oh, 1992. Okay. How do we get up there? You guys are on a quest because we don't know what we're doing. Oh, it's locked. So was this a lookout tower or a mausoleum? Yeah. I think it's a mausoleum. The place where we just were is that minus that, and then it got, I guess, in the more difficult times, became that, and then they redid it the way you just saw it. That's the 8 surviving bastions. A bastion is a gun platform which projects out from the line of the walls. So it had attacks during the 1689 siege. I would go live, but everybody's asleep in America right now, so I'm gonna just vlog it. So I'm going down here, and there's the St. Augustine's Church. Look at the cool, like, streets. And there's nobody over in this part of Derry, so it's easy to vlog. But that's St. Augustine's Church that we saw from the back side. And then we'll go over here. In this tall building, I'm getting ready to find out what it is, or used to be. Not sure exactly what it is now, but we're gonna find out. Okay. Again, I apologize for the shakiness. I brought my gimbal, but I didn't bring it here with me. That was the Apprentice Boys Memorial Hall. I don't know why. So we're gonna go on to the next building. This is an honest depiction of my going through the city of Derry. You're gonna go, Mary? Live stream much? Vlog much? Why no, not lately. So that's where we were looking out. That's Free Derry. Why does it say Free Derry? Oh, okay. Anybody who knows history knows what that means. It has the most complete circuit of historic walls of any town or city in Ireland. It measures around 1 mile and were constructed between 1613 and 1618. So this is the Presbyterian church, or that's the Presbyterian church? That is? Well, that's quite grand. Why doesn't it have the columns? So we're thinking that this, no, maybe, the first Derry Presbyterian church. Yeah, it is. It's added a couple of columns since back in the day, but it was built in 1690, and then there's many Scots settled in the plantation city. So, And there's a Blue Coats School, which I see right here. There's a archway that says Blue Coat School Heritage Center. So, oh, it is. That was the first Presbyterian church, and then a school. I don't know what it is now. It's a heritage center. Very grand. Okay, now we've encountered another gate called Butcher Gate. I think I'll be able to show you its entrance. This was during the 17th and 18th centuries. Here's a mural of Derry's own The Undertones. They come from Derry, and very well known. So we just passed yet another gate, Castle Gate, on Waterloo Street. It was reconstructed in the 1990s. Here is Hangman's Bastion. It's one of the 8 surviving bastions located at strategic parts along the wall on Magazine Street.
You can't get lost, you just enjoy the heck out of it. And I come for the history. That's my jam.
You would like that.
Yeah.
There's another gate.
I did get to see a bit of it.
There's Tower Museum right there, constructed in, it was built around 1500, but this is a modern building that was erected in 1986. I want to be transparent, but you can imagine. There's another gate. It's Coward's Bastion. And that was built, they were trying to get in during the siege of 1688 to 89. Then it was deemed Coward's Bastion. Oh my goodness, this is most we've seen in a row. Okay, this is Magazine Gate. And look at all of the, and here are all of the cannons. We've seen cannons along the way, but these are the most we've seen in a row. And then right over here, where the city was being protected, and they would have the cannons all lined up. The ship, I would call it quay, but they call it quay here. It was constructed in 1890 and destroyed in a fire in 1908, and then completed in 1912. And these are the Walled Cities cannon. I'm not sure what that is, but So this was 1615 to 1625. Called the John Brown number 2. This is a John Brown number 1. Again, the church in the background, and I apologize. I don't know yet what the name is because I'm too short and I can't see over the wall. This building over here was established in 1530. Here, let me see if I can step up. And there's that church. Oh good, I'm not the only one that doesn't know what that church is. But that building that was established, maybe it says 1550, is pretty cool. You know, it's been a long time since 5050. They've refurbished and repurposed, and that clock tower is amazing. Obviously redone with a more modern clock. I apologize for the loud noise, but there's oh, here's the ship. You call it Ship Key? Ship Key Gate. There's Ship Key Gate. Erected in 1741. Something like that. There. You could pause the video and read it if you'd like to.
Oh, listen to that. 12:30. There is a mall that we passed. We should look in there if there's anything
That's unfortunately what all happened in the boat.
the one that's across the street.
It's a bear. Okay, I saw this statue from a distance. It looked like a bear. Disclaimer, it's not a bear. It has to do with peace from the Troubles. And this is their statue to bring peace into Derry. Commemoration. That's what I'm told. I thought it was a bear.
Said he was the Catholic and there was a Protestant.
Okay.
And the two of them worked on everything having to do with
Oh,
bringing peace and unity.
Okay, so this is the statue from the side. It's two people back to back coming into peace. Me, from the distance, look like a bear. It's not. That's what that is. And some pigeons. This is a quilt in a museum. What's the name of this museum? John Hume?
It's the Guildhall.
Guildhall in the middle of Derry. And it's got like commemorations of the history. And here's a mock-up of the town. This was the city of Derry by 1738. I mean, this mural that was quilted, unbelievable detail. The video doesn't do it justice. You narrate. I don't know what this is. Come up here and tell me what it is. Charles II, you said?
Yeah.
That was, is it a declaration? And then over here, some pottery and stuff that they found on the plantation. It's a charter? Okay, what you just saw was the charter of King Charles. Was the Gandhi Peace Prize 2001.
And then the Nobel Peace Prize was 1998.
1895. 1998. Was it for John Hume?
John Hume was.
That's what this whole place is called.
He was two of them got it. He was one.
This is what this museum is, John Hume. Oh, he also got the Non-Violent Award, the Martin Luther King Jr. Non-Violent Award, and the Gandhi Peace Prize. There's John Hume. To bring peace to Northern Ireland. I will just let you contemplate what this is. Here's the statistics.
January 30th, 1972. A defining date in Northern Ireland's history. Thousands of civil rights supporters defied a government ban on parades to march against internment. The original plan was to march to the Guildhall, but knowing the British Army would prevent them, organisers decided to go to Free Derry Corner in the Bogside instead. Confusion about the changed route gave way to confrontation. Soldiers from the Parachute Regiment fired from the Derry building and wounded the day's first two casualties, one of whom died 19 weeks later. Shortly after 4 o'clock, members of 1st Battalion, the Parachute Regiment, were ordered into the Bogside. Carnage followed. In just 10 minutes, 13 men were shot dead and a similar number wounded. The army defended the party's behaviour. But eyewitnesses accused the army of murdering unarmed civilians. The killings provoked anger across Ireland and beyond. 2 days after Bloody Sunday, the government announced a public inquiry under the Lord Chief Justice, Lord Widgery. It sat 30 miles away in Coleraine and heard evidence from 114 witnesses. Lord Widgery conceded that some soldiers' shooting had bordered on the reckless, but he said there was a strong suspicion that some of the victims had been firing weapons or handling bombs. His findings met with contempt from nationalists. A long campaign to prove the victims' innocence began. It took 26 years before the British government announced an unprecedented second inquiry. The new Bloody Sunday inquiry sat in Derry. Its chairman, Lord Saville of Newgate, and his 2 international colleagues heard from more than 900 witnesses here in the Guildhall and in London.
This is where they did the trial or the hearing for Sunday, Bloody Sunday. Took statements. And then you had the gallery watching over here, and you had all these seats full with testimony when ultimately they were vindicated. Now we're entering into free Derry after the Troubles on Bloody Sunday, and down to where the murals were commemorate that time period. This is what's called the Peace Bridge in Derry, Londonderry.
So we're not going across, it's down here.
No, thank you. Sorry for the wind noise. We're on the Peace Bridge.
That's perfect.